The following program is brought to you by Dherbs, the home of the full body cleanse.
You guys ready for this? Nice young body there.
He lost 35 pounds in 45 days. That's kicking butt. That's being focused. That's staying with what you need to do every single day to get things done as far as getting that weight down, and he did it.
I feel like it's surprising to see that you can change your life that fast. I would recommend this for anybody. It feels good. I almost feel like a young spring chicken again.
We're gonna weigh in.
All right. Can I take off this mic?
Kim is on a 45-day challenge to improve her health. She got a blood test with some bad signs, and now she's going to cleanse and exercise with the help of Dherbs to lose weight and turn those problems around. The results are in.
Hey Kim, I am Chloe, your Dherbs health coach here on The Results Are In, and we're about to get you started on this journey.
I'm Kim. I am originally from New Orleans and I've been living in LA for almost 10 years now. I am here to do the Results Are In challenge because I want to feel better, not just physically, but mentally.
Now, you know, last season we had on Ken Edwin.
Ken was lit.
Look.
He was lit.
And he lost 35 pounds.
So we got to beat that, right?
You got that right. We got to beat it. And when we looked at the results from his blood test, they had drastically improved. And I'm ready to get you into doing the same. Hey, I am Chloe. I'm going to be the Dherbs health coach this season. And some of my background, I come from fitness and nutrition.
Can we just say that men and women are different?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So like they lose faster. Because even on the other show, when you're looking at the contestants and it's like, oh, I lost 15 pounds in the first week. I'm like, look, these are goals that we are not about to have for me because what are you talking about? So I hear it. I'm so proud of Ken and his 35 pounds. We go hope for the best and see what happens.
And we're not going to compare. This is your journey, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes. One more thing about this. The goal is for me to lose weight, right? But there are certain assets I would also like to maintain.
Okay.
Okay. We have plans for those and like how we're gonna incorporate.
Okay. Your health plan is catered to you.
Okay. We're good. Let's get started.
I'm really excited to have Kim on this season, guys. I feel like a lot of clients, they lean typically like one way or the other. However, what genuinely surprised me is like, it seems like she's ready to get into it. Like she has done some of her own corrective things. I think she just needs the extra push. We're gonna weigh in.
All right. Can I take off this mic? I need all the help I can get at this point. Let's see.
You are weighing in for the first official weigh-in at 199.6. How do you feel?
99.6. I feel good, and I'll tell you why. I'm scared to step on this scale. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We're about to see what's gonna happen. I'm not ashamed, you know, but I am a little scared. So let's see here. Okay, 200.2. That's what that says. And then I decided to take my ass to New Orleans for a week. I was like, I'm gonna do the show, but I gotta go to New Orleans first. I have some things to do, right? For Easter. So what I will say is looking at the scale today and seeing 199.6 was actually shocking because I'd gone to New Orleans for a little food binge before this. I was like, I know I'm about to start this cleanse. So I need to go to New Orleans and get it out my system. Get all the things that I need to have before we start. And I did. And I have documented proof of all of it because I needed to remember it for these 45 days. I ate oysters and crawfish and seafood potatoes and beignets and daiquiris and smoothies and all the things. And then when I got back to LA, I was like, 208? How do you gain 8 pounds in 5 days? I don't understand how this is possible. But that was the case. And so I had some Dherbs that I had actually started before and was like, well, let me whip these out and see if I can make magic happen on this scale before I do this actual weigh-in. Day one. I was able to lose 8 pounds in 3 days. 8 and some change, really. It just speaks to the way that I think the supplements work and how they're gonna work the rest of this journey. I'm hoping that it's a testament to how it happens every single day and not just like, oh, this is your water weight, sis. This is what you're gonna get this first weekend, and then now it's gonna be much harder. Hopefully we can maintain on what this is.
Today, Kim weighed in at 199.6. The fact that she just came back from New Orleans and said that she was weighing in at 208 just a few days ago. I mean, we're already on track for a pound a day, okay? Progress is looking good, guys. All right, Kim, so we're gonna get a little personal now. Just talk to me like one of the girls. People come on here for all different reasons.
Yeah.
What made you come on our show?
I think for me, it's a lot of reasons. When we think about physical health and like getting in shape and all the things, I think it's always a priority to look your best. For me, it's also to feel my best mentally as well. And so when you do the cleanse, when you do these different types of things, I think it cleans you out and gives you clarity. But physically, girl, because that's really what we want to talk about, I think I've always been the girl to want to dress up, get cute, do the makeup, do the things. I'll go to these events and put on these dresses, and yeah, it does the job. But when you come home and you're still fluffy afterwards and you still, look and you're like, dang, I'm doing all of these different things and I still feel like I'm not where I need to be, you find ways to try to change that. So when I saw the I Can challenge with Ryan and Kim and some of the other contestants, I was like, okay, that's interesting. I'd love to learn more about that. And then AD was like, Kim, why don't you do it? Like, I'd love to give you this opportunity. And I was looking like, well, I don't know that I have that much to lose. I really do just want to tone and shape up. And then AD Fashion is like, nah, you might be able to get some stuff out there. A lot of his contestants are losing like 100 pounds, 200 pounds. And so I didn't think that it was necessarily something for me. And then he was like, no, this is something that you could really benefit from. Mental clarity, physical, improvement, getting some of your blood test results down. I don't know what they are, but I guess we'll go over them. And so I just made the active decision to try to make a change.
So the thing is, I know that a lot of people might look at Kim and wonder, well, does she need to lose weight? Or I don't think she's 200 pounds. Is that even true? The fact of the matter is that weight looks different on everyone. Everyone is different. Losing 45 pounds may seem impossible or intimidating. But the thing is when you have a great plan and a great support system behind you, it is possible. And I'm really excited to show our audience that she's gonna kick some butt.
In 45 days on a raw vegan diet. Sorry.
With raw vegan diet, it's a little different from what you may be familiar with. Specifically, it's gonna consist of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. And I know, guys, that may sound a little limited, but you're gonna be surprised with all the different recipes we come up with.
I want to challenge myself to do this raw vegan diet for 45 days. Every time I say that out loud, I have to take a breath because we've never been vegetarian, pescatarian, any of the Aryans and any of the things. We eat meat around here and we cook everything. So even if I was just gonna do vegetables, I would wanna cook it up. Add some sauteed seasonings on that thing. So, but apparently that is not allowed. So I will be adjusting.
So the reason we do choose a raw vegan diet to couple with the cleanse is because it's cutting out all of the unnatural things. We're not doing the animal products and animal byproducts. Right here, we're just getting what naturally comes up out of the ground. This is gonna couple perfectly with the cleanse because our body is gonna receive all of those nutrients without those other distractions.
I went to Beyonce's concert last night and I smelled nachos and hot dogs and everything, and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be a challenge. But again, I am here. I wanna do the work. I wanna see what happens in 45 days. As I said, I'm a Gemini. My birthday is coming up, so I might have to have a cheat day towards the end here. But we're here.
I'm really excited and proud of you for taking on this journey. And I also want to give you a little bit of encouragement. I know you talked about having certain expectations of your diet going through this process and what your diet has been in the past and what you're used to. Food is either poison or it's medicine. So think of this as you genuinely like feeding your body all the good stuff. You are healing all the things, okay? How does that sound?
I take that and I take it on as a challenge for sure. I am not conditioned to think of food as medicine. We are definitely conditioned to think of food as pleasure. I feel like Chloe is gonna be a hard ass. She seems so nice. And let's be clear, like, Chloe is great. She comes with a lot of energy. She seems very knowledgeable about what she's saying. And so she seems like she's really willing to help and keep me on track and keep me focused and get me going the way I need to go. But I can also tell she ain't gonna be easy on me at all. I feel like every time we meet, it's gonna be, what'd you do? How'd you do? How's it going? What we need to do? How we need to correct? I can tell she's about to be like, whop, 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 whop. No leniency whatsoever. And I'm scared.
Now the actual results are in. So you ready to go over these?
Yes.
So overall, you had some decent results, but let's talk about those not so decent ones.
Okay.
We're gonna start with your cholesterol levels. Your LDL, which is gonna be that not good cholesterol, is a little high.
Okay.
Typically we wanna stay under 100. Yours is at 109.
That's not that far off. I thought we were about to be like, we're just like, huh. Hearing that I had high, bad cholesterol made me wonder if it was the egg that I'd eaten earlier that day, because I refuse to believe that I have bad cholesterol. If the test says that that's what it is, then you have to agree, I guess, that that's what it is, but maybe there was cholesterol in the air that I breathed before she did the needle, and I'm gonna stick with that.
With LDL being high, that can cause that plaque getting into her arteries. And when you have all that buildup, that's where you get to worrying about all that cardiovascular health. If we don't target this issue now, it could lead to way worse things in the future. And we're talking like heart disease, heart attack, and even stroke. Now, let's talk about that good cholesterol, which fights off the bad cholesterol. We want to keep that high.
So mine are just crisscrossed. I had high bad cholesterol and then low good cholesterol, and I was like, y'all just out here double dutching and switching places, and I don't understand why that's necessary.
Now when the HDL is low, that means it's not flushing out the bad cholesterol. We want more of that good cholesterol in that body, and when it's not doing it, we're not getting the balance that we need.
So it's just a little bit off pitch.
That is why we should be able to fix this.
Okay.
All right, so according to the results, we also saw that your CRP is a bit high.
What is that?
It's gonna indicate that there is some inflammation going on in your body. So when it's where it should be, which is between like 1 and 3, you know you're good to go. Yours is a 5.6, so it's a little high.
Okay.
Now, this can be caused by something short-term, like a cold, right? Inflammation in the body. Or it can be something long-term, like your arteries being a bit clogged.
That's not good. The CRP results were interesting, but not, because I'm a woman and I feel like we always have inflammation from something, whether it was a cold. I have sinuses, sinus infection. I don't remember exactly what was happening the day of the blood test, but I know there was eggs involved, and now I'm gonna assume a sinus infection was the culprit. I don't know, but that's what I'm going with, and I'm gonna stick to that.
Okay, and finally, we're gonna get to that blood sugar. So your blood glucose level, which typically we want it to stay between like 65 and 99, yours gonna be a little low. It has come in at 60. Because you are not diabetic, this is not a worrisome number. This could technically be normal. If you were diabetic, having a number that is 5 lower than where it should be can be a bit problematic.
Okay. What do we need to do, sis? Like, please help me. I really feel like my blood glucose is gonna go down. because I'm not gonna be eating that much, but we'll see. That being said, I think that's why it's important for you to do blood tests regularly, do like your physicals, because there are things that are happening in your body that you probably have no idea are going on. And so if it is true that I had like a little off note of a cholesterol hair, I'm hoping that with the cleanse and I'll be able to get back on track. I just know that I won't eat eggs the morning of my next blood test.
We can improve those levels to where they need to get, and then some, by doing the cleanse, by getting on this diet, and getting in the exercise.
And that's just the full body cleanse?
We're gonna do the full body cleanse.
Okay.
And we're gonna add, don't give me that face.
I'm just like, add.
We're gonna add in the cholesterol formula. Okay. So guys, with the full body cleanse, we have 6 different formulas that target the entire body. We're talking about hitting your arteries, hitting that colon, getting into the cardiovascular health, literally just every single part. It is targeting to fully cleanse your system. We also have the cholesterol formula, another supplement that is going to help assist in bringing this cleanse full circle. All right, Kim, it is time.
These are the cleanses?
These are the cleanses.
If we're doing this cleanse and I'm doing this raw vegan diet and now adding exercise to that, how am I supposed to exercise like this if I'm like not eating much, constantly going to the bathroom? Where's the energy? Where are the things coming from to do this?
That's a great question. So I think a lot of people assume that because you are eating particular foods, it means you're not eating much. You can still eat a hearty meal. It's just different. It is an adjustment. So yes, it is not the super fatty, fried, clog your arteries type of meal. But we're gonna walk you through some recipes. You can go on the Dherbs website. Tons and tons of options for you there.
Okay. Because see, I think the frustrating part for me is thinking that I have to now figure this all out by myself. And so you're telling me, oh, you got to diet, oh, you got to exercise, oh, you got to take these supplements. Having a support system to be like, yo, Chloe, this is what's going on, or I need something different, or I'm out of recipes. If you're saying that it's on the website, if you're saying like you'll be here to guide me through it, I feel better about it, but it's still overwhelming. I'm like, this is a complete change for me. I cleared out the fridge, the freezer, not so much, but the fridge is completely cleared out and ready for my fruits and vegetables. Now, I do have my frozen stuff for when this is over, when I have to transition back eventually. But I'll do it slowly, I promise. But I'm ready to figure this out.
And speaking of not having to do this on your own, we might just have our very own Chef Antoine come on through and personally show you some awesome recipes.
Now I like personalization. I think the first week is going to be the biggest challenge. Now we have to incorporate the exercises, and now we're fully raw vegan. And so if the first day or two was a testament to how it's gonna be this entire time, it's gonna be hard for sure.
So I think her odds of succeeding are honestly really great. Our girl was specific, okay, in every way, shape, or form. And I think with goals like that, I have full assurance that she is going to get super close, if not hit it or surpass it. So I'm excited to see how far we get with her. I think it's gonna go great.